How optimistic do you feel currently about Levy's path? Because I feel it's, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel today it's even harder to make a GM title because of the rating deflation, because you have to perform for the GM norm at the level of 2600, and also you have to reach the rating of 2500 plus 3 GM norms to get the title. And currently there are many underrated juniors whom I, for example, play in Asia, and I feel like they're crazily good guys from China or India or Kazakhstan, where I live. Very many talents who play like 95% accuracy while being under 2000, sometimes even like 1700, because they just don't play enough events to gain rating. So I feel it's even harder now to make this title. Would you agree? And what is your like realistic estimation for Levy, like the timeline? How long will it take?
Yeah, definitely the competition has increased immensely. But answering your question, how would I estimate his chances to get the GM title? I just know. I just know he's going to get it, because it's inevitable. It's simply inevitable, because there's a couple of factors. How do I know this? And I'm really surprised that there are people who are saying that he can't do it. Even some very notable players that said he can't do it, it's impossible, etc. Very surprised by this, because there's essentially 3 main factors. So the factor number 1, you need to have some talent. Well, again, we go back to the discussion about the talent. I mean, he has the talent, right? So he got the IM title pretty early. So he had the early start. So he was IM at age, I already don't remember, 21 or 22. So it's one step before the GM title. He has it, yeah. So he, at some point, again, I would have to go back to this specific moment. Somebody mentioned this, that there was at certain age, he was number 2 in USA between the most talented kids after Daniel Narodetsky.
Yeah.
So he's not just a typical IM. He was a talented kid. So he definitely can make it. The second thing is the means to play in tournaments, to get experience and get the rating and the norms. He has the means, right? So he's the most successful chess YouTuber, runs very successful business. He has a lot of side projects. So this is clearly not a problem. So he can afford to play in any tournament in the world or any match as he wants. And the third one is the motivation. He has it. Yeah, and I think that also for him, this is incredibly important, because he has achieved basically everything in the content creation. He's the most famous content creator compared to the other guys. And achieving the Grandmaster title, it must be some sort of a personal motivation that he wants to achieve, right? So he has it. He's very serious about it. And he has said it himself very publicly that when he did the very first attempt at the Grandmaster title, he was like, not really, his not entire heart was in it, but right now he is. And that's why I'm just saying, I'm not really a prophet. For me, it's super obvious that he's going to get it. He's going to get the GM title. The question is when? And now lately he is showing a lot of maturity compared to how he was playing before against the Grandmasters, and definitely the match against Pierre Crumlin, it did increase his confidence. And I think that he simply needs to get used to the idea that he's beating Grandmasters on a regular basis. So it's not like a special event. It's not like I beat a Grandmaster, hooray, I'm great. Yeah, so you have to get used to this. In order to become a Grandmaster, beating some other Grandmasters and world-class players is going to become your routine. So beating Pia more than once, this was really raising his confidence. Also in Spilimbergo, his last open tournament, he defeated David Alberto, just crushing fashion.
Great game.
And he needs games like this, because when he beats them over and over and over again, it raises the confidence that he can do it. So my estimation, how quickly he can do it, it's a really wild guess. I would say that he definitely can get all the norms like within 2-3 years, maybe 3 years. The question is the rating. The rating is the hardest part. But I think as soon as he's going to start to play at this level, it's going to simply come. Yeah, so I think we are having a wonderful time ahead of us. And, one of the tweets that I posted, I felt it's a very symbolical thing because I think it was Mr. Dodgy who posted this very nice tweet about Jason Momoa trying to sneak attack Henry Cavill. It's a very famous meme. Yeah, and he posted like this. The Pia approaching and Henry Cavill is Levy with the idea that the Grandmasters are sneak attacking him. And I felt it's very symbolical because I thought that we Grandmasters, we want to, like, I'm talking from the Grandmaster perspective, we want to give Levy a little scare, but we are not going to give it easy for him. But we want to see him become a Grandmaster because I think it's also for chess professionals, this is very, very important that he succeeds, that he is one of us. So we want to give him a little scare. We want to make him to play his A game and then essentially welcome him among our ranks. And I think this is how many Grandmasters they're treating, like, especially like David. I can't really speak for him, but I think this is like a common feeling, or any other Grandmaster who faces Levy. For them, it's like a very principled thing. I'm going to give you the best fight, but if you beat me, it's okay. I think you're a worthy addition to the Grandmaster ranks.
Yeah, it's great that you, as a coach, believe in your student. I've always said that I also believe in Levy because, yeah, he has shown that he can beat even top players in the world, at least online.
Let's go. Who did I beat? 31-78.
And why that doesn't mean that he's got immense talent. I don't know why people don't believe it. Like, it's obvious to me. And yeah, it would be very, very good for the chess world, I think, because if this mission of his continues, he will continue making content. This will gain more eyeballs watching this like reality show. I think it's a win-win for everyone. And also, I think he has psychological advantage. I think at some point, grandmasters playing him are worried that he will beat them and make a recap how he beat this player.
Or maybe they're worried that there's so many viewers watching them live. Yeah, especially the younger generation. Like I noticed this when I was doing a couple of commentaries on Levy's channels, is that especially the younger players, they were like always a bit nervous because they feel somebody's watching them. Essentially, there's like 30,000 people watching every single move you make. It's not easy to handle this kind of stress. So Levy actually has indeed a psychological advantage.